one of my favorite quotes is, vision, it's a Japanese proverb, vision without action is just a daydream. Action without vision is a nightmare. So you can come to a conference like this and get a lot of ideas, but if you don't go back and actually implement, what do we call that, folks? FTI. The reason that most small businesses don't grow, the reason that they don't do as well as they could, by the way, the reason that we don't do as well personally as we could is because of FTI, failure to implement. I told you I wish I had met Jim Rohn before he passed away. That was a wish. I FTI'd. And that's okay. Failure is not a person, it's an event, as Zig likes to say. So the reason is FTI, failure to implement. How many of you know what to do sometimes, but you just don't do it? Right? Every person in this room. So why do we do the things that we do? Why do we not do the things that we do? You guys like my picture, by the way? I got a haircut since then. Went to Universal Studios with my son. Bob Berg's event was in Orlando, so my son went with me, and one of our star team players, Arturo, went with us, and we just had a blast. And so I couldn't help myself. I bought hats and wigs, and so you'll see a lot of crazy videos coming up. But why do we do the things we do? Why do we not do the things that we should do? We know that we should do. Well, one reason might be we just, what we call in Alabama, pure D laziness. All right? That's pure D. Now that's I told my son we were on a trip one time, and I said something about pert near. He said, well, what's pert near mean? I said, it means it's close, you know. You're close, but not quite there. Pure D laziness. But what I found is that most small business owners aren't lazy. I mean, if you're working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that doesn't sound like laziness to me. It sounds like insanity, right? Yeah. We'll get to that part later, right? Sometimes there's other interests. We don't really have a passion for the business anymore. Why? Remember why you went into business for yourself. See, that's what we've got to have. That life goal, that picture of that wheel. What is my perfect life? What's the life that I'm supposed to live, supposed to look like? We don't believe anymore that our business can help us with that, right? We haven't connected the two. I'm getting some nods here. Yeah. I know there were times when I was growing my business, I had other interests. I want to go play golf or this or that. Okay, here's the deal. I don't get the fruit until I plant the seed. So I didn't build a turnkey business, so I want to go play golf and basketball and this, that, and the other thing. Meanwhile, my business is doing okay, but it's not producing what I need it to produce. So eventually that's going to stop working. I got to go over there and fix some things. Does that make sense? All right, so we have other interests. Family problems, issues. You know, I've seen some people overcome some pretty amazing things and get a lot done even with a lot of family issues. It's not, don't live your life by circumstance. Bad things happen. It's how we respond to those. Lack of focus, lack of discipline, getting closer, lack of motivation. And finally, a lack of inspiration. What I mean by that is that when you get a clear, compelling, exciting, inspirational picture about the possibilities, what you could actually do with your life, the impact that you can have in your family, the impact that you can have in ministry, the impact that you can have physically, the impact that you can have in your community, the impact that you can have with your employees. Do you know that in a lot of ways you have more, if you have employees, you have more influence than our established institutions today? Do you realize that? So many people have given up on the church. even good, godly people, because of man and what man has done. Let's not even get started talking about the government. I love going to Greece, but I don't want to see that happening here. And don't get me started there. But here's the thing. People have checked out. They've checked out what life is all about, what your business is all about, what your life is all about is about creating life in others. We can't do that if we're just overburdened with everything. It's not about building a business just to be filthy rich. It's about having an impact. I mean, how would it be if you did make a lot of money and you could give a lot of money away? I love that. I love the fact that I give a lot of money away. I love to give money away. It's called inspiration to implementation. When you get this, when you catch it, and you catch it every day. That's one of the reasons that I listen to these Zig Ziglar CDs every day, is because I want to catch it every day.